Hi again, Attorney Steve. We're back. We are talking in this video about the copyright holder's bundle of rights. Maybe you've never heard this term, but here's what's amazing about copyright law. So if you draw a picture, you automatically get copyrights in the picture. If you register it, you get more special copyrights. You get a right to sue someone in federal court. You get a right to seek attorney fees, these kinds of great things. But here is the bundle of rights that you get. Now, a lot of people don't realize that they get a copyright. You don't just have one right or two or three. As you see here, you have 6 rights. And each right can be individually licensed to another person or to another company. So this is why copyright law is so powerful. It's why I love it. It's why I'm in this field. But let's talk about it. So let's say you draw a picture, you take a picture, you create an animation, you create a character, you create a software program, you create a video. I mean, there's so many different examples that, we could exhaust the time space here. But say you do something creative and you fix it in a tangible medium of expression, something that we can touch and feel, you have copyrights. I always recommend that you register your copyrights, but here's what you get, okay? You get and this is pulled actually from the Ninth Circuit civil jury instructions. So this is, if things go to a jury, this is what they end up telling the jury, that the copyright holder has these particular rights. So number one, you have the exclusive right to reproduce the copyrighted works. Okay, so reproduce the copyrighted works. Nobody else can reproduce. Number 2, recast, transform, or adapt the work. That is, prepare derivative works based upon the copyright work. So if you write a book, you have the exclusive right to turn it into a screenplay. Okay, so these are big rights. The right to prepare derivative works, the right to reproduce, number 1. Number 2. Number 3, distribution. You have the exclusive right to distribute your copyrighted products. If anybody else is distributing online, offline, it doesn't matter. They're violating your rights. Number 3. Okay, distribute copyright copies, phonorecords of the copyrighted work to the public by sale of other or transfer of ownership or by rental or lease or lending. So people can't lease your work. They can't, lend based on your work, so forth and so on. Number 4. Publicly perform. So if you've written a book or a play, a screenplay, let's say a theater play, somebody can't go reproduce it in public. And if they do, they're violating your copyrights because you have these valuable bundle of rights that can be licensed to different parties. If they want to, exploit your work, all they have to do is call you and get a license. We can help you with that if that's what you're looking for. So that's number 4. Number 5, publicly display literary work, musical work, dramatic work, choreographic work, pantomime. Something a lot of people don't think about, pantomime. Pictorial work, graphic work, sculptural work. A sculptural work can actually be copyrighted. A lot of people don't know that. Individual image of a motion picture or specify other audiovisual work. And 6, to perform a sound recording by means of a digital audio transmission. So those are your copyright holder bundle of rights. If you're a musician, an artist, photographer, you have these rights. Software producer. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, I can't cover them all here. But you get these bundle of rights that are valuable, and you can license these to individual parties. That's why I always tell people, that people say, well, I just, I can't find a way to make a living or something. I go, look, come up with something. If you're talented, you got to be talented. Come up with something you can copyright, and then you can license your individual copyrights. That makes sense. If the owner of a copyright who may exercise these exclusive rights, the term owner includes the author of the work. An assignee, if you're assigned the rights, you're just like the owner. An exclusive license. In general, copyright law protects against reproduction, adaptation, public distribution, public performance, public display of an identical, here's the infringement test, or substantially similar copies of the owner's copyrighted work without the owner's permission. An owner may enforce these rights to exclude others in an action for copyright infringement. So let me boil that down. It's a lot of jargon, but if you have copyrights, if somebody is violating any of these rights, any of your bundle of rights, you have the right to sue them, to sue anybody that's contributing under contributory copyright infringement principles, vicarious liability principles. So, I mean, copyright is a powerful right, but this is what they mean. If you hear somebody say the word bundle of rights, this is what they're talking about, okay? So I hope this has been helpful. I got to run. I hope that if you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it on your social media networks, and don't forget to subscribe or punch that like button for me. Keeps me going, helps me out on my channel, and I really appreciate it. We believe that one of our core missions here at our law firm is making the law more understandable and more accessible, the courts more accessible to people. And if you don't know these things, if you don't know how to go into court and talk about things, you could never represent yourself. It'd be so difficult. So we're trying to help facilitate that mission. If you like it, help us out. I mean, it really, really does matter. So appreciate it. Attorney Steve out. If you have more questions, you can find me at attorneysteve.com. Cheers.